Fuck you, I'm smarter, bitch.
I can't believe you're going to rig this game.
We don't want to feel dumb anymore.
I feel so stupid right now.
We're here to find out if we're actually dumb. Don't ask us any questions.
Two bumbling morons. Fuck you, I'm smarter. Welcome to Fuck You, I'm Smarter, the comedy game show where we compete with a guest to be crowned the smartest person in the room. Zoom, YouTube Live.
YouTube Live.
Happy
YouTube
New
Live.
Year.
Ooh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, listeners. Happy New Year, Lindsey.
Happy New Year.
It's coming up. It's coming up, baby.
Yeah.
It's woo. Are you prepared?
I have actually thought about some resolutions that I'd like to do, but this episode is a few days before New Year's, so I have thought about some resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
They help me, like, I don't feel pressure from resolutions.
Right.
They help me kind of like make a wish list of the things I'd like to do this month
I think it's
or this
great.
year.
I read this thing on Instagram that was like, don't make resolutions if you don't want to. Like, do it in the spring when things are new. Like, don't follow the patriarchal calendar. I'm like, actually, yeah, that makes sense to me. It's a lot of pressure around the holidays. Plus my birthday is around the holidays.
Yeah.
It's like too many things. So for me, I think I'm going to do them in the springtime.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I understand that. There is a lot going on, and there's a lot of people, if they want to lose weight or be healthy or whatever, it's like, forget it. You can't do that January 1st.
No, leave me alone.
In vacation
leave
mode.
me alone, yeah. And then we are going to be in vacation mode because, Lindsey, the week after, I'm taking you to the desert.
I'm going to the desert.
For my birthday.
I have so many trips.
You do. You have a lot of
Who's
stuff.
paying for them? We'll find out. Who wants to pay for all my trips?
Where's Daddy Warbucks when you need him?
I'm working on it.
We got Annie.
We got Annie. New Year's, new you. You know, last year was kind of a bust because it was like we couldn't even really put our heads around that. We were still just trying to get out of
We were in panic mode. We were
Yeah.
still in we're coming out of the malaise that happened after the hibernation after panic mode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a really weird.
It's a weird time. It's still a weird time. What is my cat doing?
Oh, they're in a box. This year is still kind of a weird time, but I feel like we've just been doing this so long that it's like we've all resigned to what it is.
We've all resigned. Or people are still around the world, I think, especially in America, also still completely resisting it and being like, it's not real. Like that is still happening.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to do anything. It's like, no, we have to do some things. But like now we're just kind of more, resigned to it.
Yeah.
As you said.
Well, I'm treating this year like a normal year, and I'm making some resolutions and just trying to think about, I think one positive thing that we got out of the pandemic is we've all become a little more realistic with what we need and want. And we're like, I'm not doing this terrible job that I hate. I'm not working these hours that I used to work. I'm going to have a good quality of life and be normal. And I think that that's something I'm going to desperately try to hold on to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Clinging to that.
Yeah.
Clinging to that realization that maybe we don't have to live the desperate life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The desperate, and, maybe that's coming from a place of privilege to be able to even pivot. I think it has taught some people okay, I'm not going to, those of us at least with the opportunity to try to do something different, to try to do something that's not just like just that desperate, I have to make ends meet. I have to do whatever it takes because maybe I can do whatever it takes in a way that's more sustainable and healthy for me.
Right.
And coupled with the fact that that's a growing movement of no, we're not gonna take it.
Big businesses having to change their models.
Yeah.
And for people who may not have a choice because they have a million kids and that they have to provide for, it's not just about money and jobs. It's making selfish decisions in your social and your family life too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just about jobs. It's about where you spend your time.
Yeah, where you put your energy.
And who you spend your time with. Fuck you, I'm smarter. Well, speaking of New Year's resolutions, I wrote a little game about New Year's resolution.
Fucking hate resolutions.
I know, but I don't know if it has to be so painful. It could just be
Don't tell me what's painful to me.
just go.
You like it. I'm going with
60.
it. I'm going with it because you like it.
I think it could be really small things. I think it could be like one step at a time, and maybe that won't make it feel so overwhelming. Like it doesn't have to be like life-changing things. It should be goals that are attainable.
if you're gonna set them.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play a game first called New Year, New You.
Ugh.
And I'm not going to ask you what that means to you because I've already gotten enough So I think we're off to a really good start.
This is who I am.
My first question is, Kelly, can you guess the top 3 New Year's resolutions that people have each year?
Is it quit my job and get a better one?
No.
No. Probably lose weight.
That is in the top 3. Yes.
Probably like stop drinking.
Oh, I don't have that.
Like quit some bad habit, quit smoking.
Yep, that's in the top 10.
Okay. Be nicer to my kids.
Ooh, yeah, I'll give you that. Okay. Spend more time with family and friends. There's one more that people make a big resolution around.
Let's see. Make a big resolution around.
It's an issue we all have.
We all
need.
Eat more vegetables so I can poop more often.
No.
Healthier bowels. No.
I poop
that sounds
very
good,
often. I don't think we all have that issue.
No, but we all do poop. Everyone poops. It's a book I read when I was a kid.
No, it's save money and spend less.
Sure. Okay.
I feel like I could spend money. I don't think I spend a lot of money compared to a lot of women who like do their hair and their nails and their this and their that. I think I'm like pretty reserved with a lot of things that women spend a lot of money on.
Me too.
But I do think
I've never had Botox.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. These things are like really expensive and women do them regularly to upkeep.
I don't have that kind of cash.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think I could spend my money smarter. Like, for example, this holiday season. So last year I bought all like local off of Etsy for gifts for people. And this year I was like, there's no way these gifts are getting here on time.
Right.
Like I'm going to have to order off of Amazon. Like I don't know what to do. I don't want to give them my money, but then I was like, no, Lindsey, as much as you hate shopping, as much as you hate going to stores, because I'm not a kind of person who likes to go shopping, I hit up like 2 holiday markets that had all local artists.
That's cool.
And I just got it done. And I felt like my money was going somewhere like in the way it should be. And I was like smarter with my money.
Yes.
Than just like buying off of Amazon and getting it over with,
So if that was one of your resolutions, you would have already fulfilled it to save money.
Yeah, but you could keep that going throughout the year. It's like I could look everywhere but Amazon first. And then I have seen with like, because I've been moving and buying stuff, like you have to sometimes go to Amazon.
You do.
It's the only way.
And you can also, especially if you have the time to wait for something, you can find better quality, more local, more sustainable, more like human friendly things. Yeah. So it's a mix.
That's
okay.
a goal.
We do our best.
That's a goal for me for sure.
No, that's a great goal. I love that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it all alive,
I'm just trying to keep myself alive. I'm just trying to keep my cats alive. And now I just got some plants at a holiday at a market that our friend is making plants now. Well, he's not making them. I mean, he's arranging the plants in these beautiful pots, and there's beautiful succulents. What's the name of the company?
Parker Street.
Parker Street. Check
Parker
them
Street
out
Company.
on Instagram. They're on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Parker Street Co. on Instagram.
Parker Street Co. And I have to keep them alive. Oh, and then our friend Martha also has the little air plants. I forget what her thing is. We'll put it in the show notes with like this beautiful golden wire attached to a crystal on the bottom. It's like the cutest little thing. So now I have 2 air plants on top of crystals.
Yes.
1 Parker Street like arrangement of succulents. And anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I'm trying not to kill them. That's my resolution, Lindsey.
Yes, keep them alive, but also you bought from your friends.
Yes,
You
I did
literally watched your
Yeah.
money go from your pocket to their pocket,
Right.
and you know that you're helping them,
I love it.
which is really cool. All right, let's talk about New Year's resolutions. This is not a new thing. New Year's resolutions started like a gazillion years ago. Believe it or not, it's not some dumb thing that Americans made up to like Hallmark didn't make it up or Gold's Gym to like get people to get a gym membership. Like
No,
this
they sure
is
capitalized on it though.
Oh, 100%. But almost 4,000 years ago, the Babylonians they started this tradition when they would promise their gods that they would blank. Every year, they would promise their gods that they would blank as their New Year's resolution.
Fuck.
What do you think?
would
Like you think fucking was the first New Year's resolution ever?
So yeah.
They're like, dear God, I promise
I
to
promise
fuck.
I'll fuck as hard as I can, as often as I can, to produce as many offspring as I can to honor you, God.
And how does that honor them exactly? Like,
Well, oh God! Don't you usually? Yeah.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? It's like a prayer.
God.
Just like a prayer. Okay,
God.
no, they don't. Okay, they promise to drink.
Oh,
drink.
I promised you I'll drink.
I'll drink to
I'll
honor
fuck.
you.
I'll drink, and you've got one more guess.
Rock and roll.
And I'll rock and roll. Yeah. Started that from the beginning of time too,
That's
didn't
right.
they?
Yeah. Little did people know that New Year's resolutions and the birthplace of rock and roll was started in Babylonian times.
Unfortunately, it wasn't as exciting. They were actually just promising the gods that they would pay off their debts.
Oh, that's so boring.
It's really sad.
That is so boring. What debts were? Like personal debts, or like the
think,
Babylonians
personal
were in debt
debts.
to like Assyria or something.
But also debts. I got the opinions like personal debts, but also they probably felt like they owed the gods. Like, if you do this for me, this will happen.
Because
And it
they've
was
been
probably
bartering.
God related as well.
Okay.
Also,
Now, did they do human sacrifice? Was that something they did?
the Babylonians, I'm
Yeah.
sure that they did human sacrifices at that
Ooh,
time.
hot take. We'll find
Yeah.
out. We'll do some research into that.
The Romans also would make promises to the gods, and they started a resolution parade, and that helped keep the
I
tradition
could see you
going.
in like a drum majorette uniform,
Yeah.
like flipping a baton at the head of the resolution parade, Lindsay.
Yes.
I could totally see you doing that.
Yes.
You fucking positive bitch with
So-
sad. You're a positive bitch with sad.
Seasonal affective disorder?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. So let me ask you this, because you were saying in the intro of this episode that you're not going to make your resolutions in January. You're
Right.
going to wait until the spring when
Right.
you've like had a second.
Well, just because that's the time of renewal, and that's the time like energetically and the world, you know, or at least where we are, you know, where you are in the world, in the hemisphere of spring happening, right? That is the energy that's happening. So it's to be more at one with nature.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because they actually used to do New Year's resolutions in March because
See?
it's in accordance with the agricultural year. They would plant new crops in mid-March each
Exactly.
year. They had this massive 12-day party called Akitu, where they would
Who is
pray
this?
to
Still
the gods.
Babylonians?
This is the Babylonians.
Okay.
So New Year's was really like in March.
I love this.
And this resolution took place in March, and this festival
And they
took place in
sacrificed virgins.
Yes.
I'm just totally throwing that in.
Yeah, that's not real. But can you see that like happening
Of
in
course.
that time?
Yeah, what is this, like 800 BC or something?
Whatever,
know.
4,000 years. Don't ask me about BCEs, okay?
ACDCs.
No,
None of it.
don't. Okay, studies show that only blank % of people actually achieve their resolutions.
5%.
Yeah, that's close. It's actually 8%.
Yeah.
8%. And 30% of people never even make New Year's resolutions because they don't even want to go there.
Exactly.
They're
Hi,
like,
I don't
yeah.
want to fucking disappoint myself.
I don't, I think it's cute.
To me, it's arbitrary. The timing of it. To me, the timing of it is arbitrary.
Yeah, that's interesting to me because it's also your birthday.
Right.
So I feel like that would put an extra like, ooh, I'm on to a new year.
I don't do an ooh. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
I'm not
why.
an ooh.
That's
I'm not
why.
an ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do
She
that.
does a.
No, it's just more of a.
Ooh.
It's more of a.
Yeah.
Fine. It's more of a. Fine.
So that's gonna be the
That's gonna be my
underlying
energy
in the desert when you take us to the desert.
Here we are.
Oh, I really can't wait for this trip. This is really exciting.
Don't worry, it's my last trip. I'm gonna kill
Okay.
myself
No.
in front of you. No, I'm
Nope.
just kidding. I'm kidding. But wouldn't that be hilarious?
Take it out.
I would not. I'm gonna cut that
Cancel the
out.
joke.
It's done. It's over. It's not true. It's not. I don't promote it.
So
I
you're
don't.
saying if you took us there so we could watch you kill yourself? Oh,
No, I'm
what
sacrificing.
a gift.
It's the sacrificial virgin to the new
gods.
year, to the gods. It's like Babylonian.
It's beautiful.
You wanted me to make a New Year's resolution, so that's my resolution parade.
Wow, that's great. I can't wait to head that parade. So in 2013, Google Maps did this project called Zeitgeist. And they would look at a map and they would take the map and look at internet users from around the world and have these users share their resolutions. And then they would say like, okay, in the United States, like the top resolution was like this based. And in Japan, it was this based.
Cat based.
So what they found was they found that health related resolutions were mostly in the United States and Egypt. Those were the two that were more health focused.
Okay.
Then they found that visitors from Australia and Japan were looking for love.
Okay.
That was in their resolutions. And in Russia, what do you think was their top priority in
Revenge.
Russia? Ooh, scandalous. Who do they want revenge from?
The Stalin.
I love that every Russian's New Year's resolution was just revenge from somebody, anybody.
Those who have wronged them.
Themselves.
No,
it is not revenge. I'll give you one more guess.
I'm not looking at your
I'll give you one
answers,
more guess.
covering your answers with your hand. I can't see it. One more guess. Russia.
Yeah, Svetlana, tell us.
Svetlana. For Svetlana would be revenge.
Oh, so
But we must think something else. Let me see.
let you see.
Probably some kind of borscht-based resolution.
Yeah. Just eat more borscht. Yeah, that's close,
Yeah.
actually.
Is it?
No,
No, okay.
it's education.
Yes, borscht-based educational
Right.
goals. This is
Learn more about
learn more
borscht.
about the history of borscht.
Yes. Last but certainly not least in this game that Kelly loves talking about these things.
This has been great so far, to be honest.
So you've heard before, it takes a month to develop a habit, or like it takes
Right.
a month to take up a new routine or a new hobby or whatever.
Sure.
To become an expert at something, it takes a month.
I think that's 10,000 hours.
Sure.
I know what you mean.
But
to create a new habit. I thought it was like 21 days.
21
Maybe it's
days.
28 days, whatever.
21 days is
Or 28
what they
days is
say.
how long it takes to become a zombie.
But there have been like multiple there's been more research where they took hold on, let me find it. They took 96 people over 12 weeks, and what they found was a new habit sometimes would stick after 66 days was more accurate.
Ooh.
Some people could get it in 18 days. Some people
Okay.
needed 254 days.
Whoa.
So
That's random.
that seems to be totally bogus.
Okay.
So don't be hard on yourself if you feel like you're trying to take up a new habit or learn a language or whatever it is. If you don't get it in 21 days, that's okay, you guys.
Thanks, Lens.
I tried to be a juggler once. I tried to
wow.
learn to juggle, and I just gave up because
Oh.
I was just like, I'll never do this, and I'm over it.
Was it a resolution of yours?
No, but it was like I'm
It was a
living in
goal.
this place for a month, and I'm not leaving here until I learn how to juggle. And then like I just couldn't juggle.
So you never left?
No, I just left and gave up my dream.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I just didn't do it anymore. So make your resolutions if that speaks to you. Don't make them too big that you're going to fail and feel like a loser. Small little things will do. And they don't even have to do with you. Like the shopping for local things. It's not like a personal thing.
Right.
But there you go. That's New Year, New You.
Love it, Linz. Thank you so much. That was really great.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Let's move on to my quiz. Let's see. Did I name my quiz? Oh, this is something that we've touched on before, but hopefully I've written some new ones. This is interesting New Year's traditions.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. So let's see. Can we think of a fun name for that? Interesting New Year's traditions. That's not mistletoe. No, I don't know. That's
move over New Year's traditions because we're gonna tell you some interesting new traditions.
These you've never seen this tradition before unless you're from the country that it's from.
Right. New year, new you, new traditions, boo. That's good. That's good.
Thank you. We got there in the end.
Woo!
Number 1, Lindsey, I think we did this one before. Do you remember what country does the eat a grape for every stroke of midnight? Eat a grape for every stroke.
I feel like that was Spain.
Yes, very good.
I remember Nazanin, the Nazanin episode. 'Cause she had dated someone from Spain.
That's right.
Yep.
So people like literally shove 12 grapes in their mouth. I wonder if I didn't read about this, but do you think people choke?
100%.
Right?
Every year, 8 people die on New
Insane.
Year's Eve in Spain for shoving a grape down their throat.
Correct. Lindsey, do you know when this tradition started? There was a reason, and it was
it was wine related.
Yes, it was wine related.
They ran out of wine.
No, they had too much grapes.
Too many
1909,
grapes.
there was a huge harvest of grapes in Alicante, and crafty farmers
Who are you calling an Alicante?
You bitch. And the crafty farmers were trying to figure out how to sell more of them. So it's just capitalism.
Oh, good.
Number 2, Lindsey.
Yes.
There are 2 weird New Year's traditions in Germany. The first is lead pouring, which is also popular in Finland. Each person melts a small piece of lead or tin. Isn't lead completely poisonous?
Yes.
Like they should not be doing this anymore. Each person melts a small piece of lead or tin over a candle and pours it into a container of cold water. The shape it forms is meant to reveal that person's fate for the year ahead.
Yes.
So yours would be.
I remember this.
Yours would be the Etsy like logo or something, right?
I remember this.
Another thing. Another thing that can't be missing from any self-respecting New Year's Eve party in Germany is a Krapfen, a German donut. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Krapfen. And it's usually jam or chocolate filled, but sometimes it's filled with what as a prank? What do people put inside the donut as a prank? To fuck with people. Oh my God, what do they put? Just guess.
Germans are naughty.
Yeah, what do they put in there?
Glue?
No, that's a good guess. One more. What do they put?
Mustard?
Yes!
Really?
You goddamn genius.
I was like, what can be gross but edible and not like
Harmful,
dangerous?
not lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, mustard.
Ooh, and they love their mustard.
They love it. Why would they waste it?
I don't know.
I love
it's
mustard.
so good. And German mustard must be
God.
with like
But that's gonna
sauerkraut and like Oscar the Grouch. Like, ooh yeah, du Spiko beer.
What? Huh?
Remember when we did the German episode and I kept saying like Dunkel? Because there's a beer called Dunkel Weissbier. Yeah.
Yeah, Dunkelweißbier is good.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Mustard, huh?
Yeah. Lindsey, number 3 in Denmark. In Denmark, on New Year's Eve or day, it is traditional to throw what against your friends and neighbors' front doors. In Denmark, what should we throw against people's doors?
Little wooden shoes. Cheese.
I'll give you
Chocolate?
an A, B, and C.
Okay.
Winter fruits,
Ooh.
plates and dishes,
Ooh.
bags of shit.
I want
My
it to be bags of shit, obviously.
But that's mean. It's not. You wouldn't do that to your friends and neighbors.
I'm gonna say winter fruits.
Actually, it's plates and dishes.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
One time, this girl fucked me over that I used to live with, and she left like a couple of dishes, and my sister like went to her work with one of the dishes, and the girl like came out to get them, and my sister broke one in the street.
I fucking love Jessica.
And then like drove away. Like it was so dramatic.
Dishes, bitch.
She did. She threw one down and drove away.
That's absolutely.
It was
genius.
incredible. I was like, oh my
Wow.
God, I can't believe she did that. Oh my God.
Of course she
like in the
did.
car with her. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It was
No, your
amazing.
sister doesn't give a fuck.
No, and that girl was crazy also.
Well, was that the one who like wouldn't leave?
Yes. She deserved it.
Yeah.
She was a
She's crazy.
Trump supporting, Jesus loving, salt of the earth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She wasn't the salt of my
Well,
earth.
that's what she kept saying. I am the salt of the earth.
Wow, God complex much?
Right? Crazy town.
People in Denmark often are also
Masturbate in public on school's days off.
on school property. They don't have
On New Year's.
On New Year's, they go to school. The adults go to the
Only
children's
the adults.
schools
Mm-hmm.
and jerk off they do a circle jerk.
Yeah.
Around
On
the flagpole.
Yeah. Is that what you were going to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they jump off chairs at midnight to symbolize a leap into the new year.
Yeah, that's not what I remember hearing.
But they could jump.
But look,
They could jump
what
off
do I know?
dick in hand.
You're right.
Woo! They don't need confetti.
I got this wet
I got
confetti right
God's natural salt of the earth confetti right here between my legs.
here. Oh God.
Okay, number 4, Lindsay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
In Scotland, the first person to cross your threshold after midnight on New Year's Eve is thought to be an omen for the year ahead. Traditionally, the best person to enter the house to guarantee good luck is thought to be who? A tall, dark-haired man. B, a child. C, a beloved pet or farm animal.
Ooh. Farm animal?
No, it's a tall, dark-haired man, and he should, of course, be bearing gifts like coins, bread, and whiskey, which sounds good to me.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
Well, it's thought that this dates back to the Viking times when fair-haired strangers meant nothing but trouble. So a tall, dark-haired man means
Was
like
safe.
he's one of us.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5. A tasty tradition in Holland is eating the donut-like balls known as oliebollen on New Year's Eve. Apparently, and bizarrely, ancient Germanic tribes would eat them during the Yule period to protect them from the goddess Percha, who would try and punish them by doing what to them if they hadn't taken part in holiday cheer. So this is like what you want to do to me when I'm not feeling festive. What does Percha do to punish those not feeling festive during Yuletide?
Kill their firstborn son.
Close.
Really?
No. Well, she cuts their fucking stomachs open.
Oh my
That's pretty brutal.
God.
You're not having fun? You're not having fun?
Yeah. Thought maybe like get some bad crops for a week or something.
Right. No.
No, ripping their
I'm gonna
stomachs apart.
Cut your stomach open.
Wow. Whoa.
Okay, we have 3 more. Lindsay, in Turkey, some people put blank on their doorstep at midnight to bring them peace and prosperity, or they put blank on their doorstep to attract wealth. So what brings peace and prosperity and what attracts wealth? 2 things, and I'll tell you what. They're both food related.
Yeah, I was going to say like one's husky, I'm sure. Like a palm frond or a leaf, like Jewish people have like big fronds during Sukkot, corn. I don't know.
Salt and pomegranates.
Oh, that's not correct.
Yeah, but yeah, salt for peace and prosperity and pomegranates for wealth.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, we're going to Greece. In Greece, people hang what on their doors to make sure they continue to grow in the new year? Because these are associated with rebirth and development. A, onions, B, olives, or C, eggplants.
Interesting.
They hang them on their door.
Onions, olives.
Or eggplant.
Ooh. Wow.
Wowza.
Is it olives?
No, it's actually onions.
Right, because it's like new layers.
I
And
guess
it
so, yeah, and then it
sprouts,
sprouts,
there's-
and
I
yeah.
thought that could be it. I actually thought it was going to be eggs, and then you said eggplants to throw me off. That was an interesting move.
Last one. In Ireland, single women hoping to find love in the new year traditionally do what with the mistletoe on New Year's Eve?
Shove it up their buttholes.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
You're incorrect, Lindsay.
What do they do with that?
They sleep with it under their pillow.
Oh, not in their bosoms?
No, under their pillow.
Okay.
They don't do something weird with the mistletoe.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
Would you?
I hadn't thought about it, but now that you mention it, it doesn't sound...
Sappy.
Sounds a little prickly.
Yes. Wow. What was that game called again?
New year, new you, new traditions that you've never heard of, unless you live in the country
Ooh.
where it came from.
Love it. Kelly, what are you doing for New Year's?
I'm going to be with a baby. I'm going to be with my nephew.
Do you think the baby's going to party?
Probably.
What do you think? Like a little alcohol?
I think he's going to and then go to sleep
Oh.
and then wake up and then like he's going to poop. For sure he's going to poop.
Yeah. Does your family do New Year's usually, or is everyone sleeping by 10
I
o'clock?
haven't been home in like 20 years.
On New Year's?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have no
I
idea.
thought you had been there before with like Justin.
I have not been home for New Year's, honestly, since like college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm usually with my parents for New Year's because they usually travel here.
Right.
And they would come to New York.
Yeah.
So it's usually something like parent friendly.
Yeah. I'm usually home by New Year's.
Yeah. I'm going to be in the Bahamas.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we'll just probably do like a cheers at midnight and go to bed.
Yeah. My family, I feel like, especially with the new baby and everything, I honestly feel like they're not going to change their schedule for it. So it's just like, if they're up, they're up. And if they're not, they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she has to get up to feed him all the time. So it's like...
So she might be up for like a
super
high.
fresh. So she's not going to... I don't think she's going to be like drinking.
No.
Maybe like a sip, but...
Yeah. We're staying in like a really small, quiet place. So it's going to be just us. Like,
yeah.
We rented like a property that only has like 5 bungalows, and we're 3 of them.
Cute.
So I feel like it'll just be like, yay, New Year's,
Yay.
good night.
Bye.
Yeah, but there's a
That's
little
great.
bar there. It should be cute.
That'll be really nice.
Yeah. Well,
everyone-
New Year, New You,
New
New
Year,
traditions.
Everyone be safe.
Live in another place.
Guys, be safe. Take care of yourselves and others. If you're getting wasted on any types of substances, just do so responsibly. Have a
Please
plan.
test your drugs. I don't know where
oh my
you
God,
live.
test your drugs if you're taking.
But where we live, you can't do any powdered
no
substances right
fentanyl,
now.
no ecstasy, no whatever. No
Listen,
Molly.
don't be stupid.
No-
Just if you need to do drugs, just test your drugs.
I think they sell them at the pharmacy.
Yes, and it takes
Please
the
do it.
tiniest amount.
It could save your life.
It'll save your life. We don't have friends, but we know a lot of
It's
people
one
in our
step,
communities.
one person removed.
Please,
Like,
please be responsible and safe. It's not worth it.
Yes.
Or just do what our friend does and wait for everyone else to do it. Wait an hour, and if nobody died, then you do it.
Is that what I did?
That was
No.
what our friend Danny did.
Oh, okay.
And you too.
Well, because I saw
wasn't
he
gonna
was doing.
out you.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But Happy New Year. We love you. We are coming back this year, making no resolutions at all, only sticking to what we've always done before. No changes, no growth.
Not what I'm
nothing.
saying. That's not what I was saying. Jesus Christ.
So don't expect anything new from us ever.
This is what happens when you go against Lindsay, okay? She rebels and she acts like a child.
We love you guys. Happy New Year.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Be well. Bye.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.